welcome to Boo2Books! A channel in which we buy a bunch of books and maybe read some of them, and that's okay. This is Tito, the newest family member, and the cutest by far, but don't tell my oldest cat because he's gonna be jealous. This is my first YouTube video that I'm probably gonna publish because even though I've recorded like 6 videos, this is gonna be like the one that I really like. If it's online, then it is. For my first video, I wanted to do my November TBR. And I've never really done a TBR before because I've only recently gotten motivated to read books, like a lot of them, or at least consistently. And that's because life is hard and complicated, and I get that. But also reading is nice, and I love the feeling of being able to complete a book and being able to say like, wow, I hated it, or wow, this was a great book. And that's why I kind of want to join this, to share with you that experience, to share it with you, or even have a recorded history of how that experience goes for me. With TBR this month, I am planning on reading 4 books. And I know some people put 6 or 10 books on their TBR, and that's okay. I'm gonna start off slow and easy because I know what I can accomplish. And if I finish these 4 books, I can add a 5th one, and that's okay. But also, we are okay with not finishing a book. We are okay if we don't want to read some days. We are okay if we don't finish our TBR. We don't have to feel bad about that, you know? We are okay with what we accomplish because we accomplished something. We are supportive and caring, and we aren't going to pressure ourselves to do something that we are not mentally ready to do. First book, Alice by Christina Henry. So this book was meant to be in my October quote-unquote TBR. Like, I really wanted to read this in October because it's spooky and scary and I'm interested in it, and it just seemed like the right book to read in that season. But sadly, I didn't finish it, and again, that is okay. I only read like 5 pages of it, and so far, it is a great book. If you don't know what this book is about, it is based on Alice in Wonderland. But instead of being the sweet and innocent children's book that you all love and care for, it is twisted so much. It is taken from that lovely place and ruined, but in such an artful way that I can't wait to finish this book. Or even start it. Like, I can't imagine how this character was pulled out of its original book and placed in this story. I am so intrigued, and that's really all I have to say about it. Next, I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erika Sanchez. I chose this book because it's going to be such an impactful story for someone that was raised in a Hispanic or Latin household in America, like myself. A little bit about this story. It follows Julia, the youngest in this Mexican family, during the loss of her oldest sister, Olga. And during this incident, she finds hints that make Olga not as perfect as her family thinks. I have high expectations for this book and for the story it's telling because it shows to be such a hard subject. I just hope that it lives up to my expectations to be such a great book. Aristotle and Dante discovered the secrets of the universe by Benjamin Saenz, whose name I honestly hope I'm pronouncing correctly, but who knows. This book I truly and honestly only chose because I think I'm just going to enjoy it, and I hope I do. This book takes place in 1987 Texas, and its main characters are Mexican American. It discusses friendship and racial and ethnic identity. It discusses sexuality and family relationships, and if that is not the most enjoyable thing you have heard about in a book, I don't know what is, and I can't wait to read this. Next, The Crier's War by Nina Varela. It's an imagined epic fantasy about the love between 2 girls, one human, one maid, whose romance could be the beginning of a revolution. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't want to know too much about it. I just want to go in blind for this book, especially because I don't read a lot of fantasy. I usually stay in the general YA fiction, contemporary kind of area in the bookstore. But this book was given to me, not given to me, I bought it. It came in the Owl Crate of October 2019, and it was recently published in October 1st, 2019. Yeah, that's about it. I'm intrigued, and it's gonna be the last one that I read this month because it's something so different from what I usually read, and it's also something a lot longer than what I usually read. I usually tend to want to stay towards the shorter book area because big books scare me. Anyway, that is my November TBR and also the end of this video. Thank you all for watching and sticking around, I guess. If you did, if you didn't, that's okay. Please subscribe and share with your friends if you have any. And I'll just put in all the description and book titles and book authors in the description of this video. And also all the info like Goodreads and Instagram, I guess. And yes, let me know what you guys want to see next, or what you guys liked about this video, or what you would like to see different, or if you'd like to see more of Tito or my other cat or my dog. Just let me know. Thanks. Bye.